to all those who have come on time on a Sunday morning. So I think we should give us a round of applause first of all. It gives me immense pleasure on behalf of Thane Vaibhav and Ekatva Group to welcome you all to Business Excellence Award function at Dr. Kashinath Ghanekar Auditorium. So last year when Thane Vaibhav completed 50 years, we decided to join hands with Ekatva Group to start a business newsletter that will help us drive the business community in and around Thane. This newsletter, of course, we know it as Ekatva Edge. And I feel happy to share that over the last 12 months, this monthly English newsletter featured more than 75 success stories of people like you. So last year when we celebrated Thane Vaibhav's 50th anniversary, so I'll go back a year. That time when we were in the process of compiling a coffee table book, journaling the 50 years of Thane Vaibhav, you will be surprised to know that when we were in the process of compiling the content for the coffee table book, we came across about late 80s black and white newspaper of Thane Vaibhav, in which my grandfather, late Narendra Ballal, had published an advertisement expressing his wish to start an English weekly business newsletter. So I'm talking about late 80s. Unfortunately, my grandfather, due to some reasons, could not start that English weekly business newsletter. But I feel today, up in the heavens, he'll be smiling that his grandchildren in me and Nikhil could successfully start an English newsletter for businesses. And of course, this could not have been possible without Mr. Hiren Chheda, the managing director and chairman of Ekatva Group, who liked the idea, which we had proposed to him, that we can start something like a business newsletter for the business community. Because we know that Thane is no longer a dormitory hub, which it was a few years back. Thane is as happening, as vibrant, thanks to people like you and me. So for this function, when I was going through the stories of each one of you, believe me, I was really impressed. I was really inspired and motivated that the kind of hard work that you have put in over the years, and it actually motivated me to go back to the stories again and again. It felt that I should read these stories again and again. And when I was reading these stories again and again, I could closely relate to what Walt Disney had said a few years back. So Walt Disney had said that whatever you do it well. Whatever you do it well. Do it so well that when people see you do it, they will want to come back and see you doing it again. So whatever you have been doing, so it was so inspiring to me that I felt like reading again and again. And thanks to inspiring stories like you, that perhaps in my career as well, I'll take some strides to succeed in life. So moving on, Thane Vaibhav, of course, having completed 50 years, we joined hands with Ekatva Group and we came up with this newsletter called Ekatva Edge. And as I mentioned earlier, that over the last 12 months, we have featured more than 75 stories. So we'll take a quick look at how the 75 stories featured in Ekatva Edge. So we have compiled an audio visual and we would like to display that to all of you. Let's have a look at the AV. A huge round of applause to all of you. Thank you for making this happen. And as we are in the act of clapping, as it takes two hands to clap, we were the one hand, and I think the second hand were all of you. So thank you once again. So just briefly looking at the audiovisual, one thing I could see in common was that the vision. Each of you had a vision. Each of you still have a vision. And if I had to rephrase or paraphrase this audiovisual that we have seen, I'll just try to play with the word vision. The word vision, of course, in Hindi or in Marathi, we call it as nazar. So I think you all have that nazar, you all had that nazar, and because of that, you could be so successful. So I would just like to say, this is one of my favorite Hindi kahawats, and I hope even you would enjoy listening to this. नज़र को बदलो तो नज़ारे बदल जाते हैं. नज़र को बदलो तो नज़ारे बदल जाते हैं. सोच को बदलो तो सितारे बदल जाते हैं. सोच को बदलो तो सितारे बदल जाते हैं. कश्तियाँ बदलने की ज़रूरत नहीं. कश्तियाँ बदलने की ज़रूरत नहीं. दिशा को बदलो, किनारे खुद ब खुद बदल जाते हैं. Now I would take this opportunity to invite Mr. Nikhil Ballal, the managing editor of Thane Vaibhav, to express his views.
Thank you, Zuhili. A very good morning to all of you. It is such lovely and amazing to see you all. Many familiar faces here. And it was great connecting with you all. Again, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you for this Ekatva Edge Business Excellence Award, an initiative by Thane Vaibhav and Ekatva Group, a unique kind of a newsletter. The newsletter culture has been revived in Thane, and this is one of its kind, where we are catering to the business community of Thane. It is such an honor to felicitate you and to know you more, because we had a lot of good brainstorming sessions with each other. It was a very insightful and a very delightful journey. When we actually met you, we explored you. And I was very happy that many of you even telephoned me saying that you got many appreciation calls. Many of them had some business inquiries as well. So I'm happy that this newsletter is acting as a catalyst, as a networking tool, which is helping each other to connect more close with each other. So thank you once again for coming here. I would especially like to thank Hiren Bhai for giving us this opportunity, because Thane Vaibhav has... I think a big round of applause for Hiren Bhai of Ekatva Group. Because ideas खूप लोकांकडे असतात, पण त्याला कोणीतरी पाठबळ द्यायला लागतं. आणि जे हिरेनबाईंनी लगेच, when I telephoned him and I told him that there is some idea in my mind, can we do it? And within an hour, he said, yes, we will do it. And that is how the things unfolded. And today we are here celebrating the first anniversary of Ekatva Edge. So as Zuhili mentioned, Thane Vaibhav celebrated its Golden Jubilee last year. And it is a very proud moment for us to share that during our Golden Jubilee, we were wished by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and also our President of India, Draupadi Murmu ji, on this eve. Because constructive journalism and positive journalism has been our core philosophy while we are doing journalism for the last 5 decades. We have tried to redefine the traditional media, because there is so much things happening, and whatever we are doing today, it becomes easily obsolete. So it is very necessary to keep on doing new things, innovative things every now and then. And that is how this culture of newsletters actually began. And it was a need of the hour because we started 5 years back with one newsletter. And how it started, that was the story I'll tell you, that my school only, they approached us that we want to put an ad because we are looking for new admissions because there is such a stiff competition between schools now. So I suggested them, ki, why not we have a newsletter for your own school? Because your children, your parents are your brand ambassadors. And I think by word of mouth, you will get more and more admissions. And that is how the first newsletter started. And then it was a bandwagon effect. We had multiple newsletters, then a newsletter catering to societies, real estate community, business parks, industrial parks, doctors, financial organizations, banks, schools, colleges, IT coaching classes, women, etc. And the list goes on and on. And currently, these are 25 newsletters which we are doing at present. And I think all thanks to Thanekars like you have been very supportive, very vibrant, because from your busy schedule, you're taking out time to contribute in this newsletter. That is an amazing feat. And one more thing which motivated us was the global Vaibhav. Well, why not take Thane on global map? And now we are connected with all the Marathi mandals of worldwide. Almost 42 Marathi mandals we are connecting through Global Vaibhav newsletter. So, such innovations people are appreciating, and it gives us more energy and more enthusiasm to do all such things. And we have always thought something out of the box. Innovation has been the key at Thane Vaibhav House. And while doing constructive journalism, marketing, branding, media planning, even initiative campaigns, all have been the part and parcel. We have expanded our various verticals, and through which we have been doing plethora of activities. Like when any hospital approaches us and tells us that they want to reach out to the children or to the youth of Thane, then we quickly tell them that instead of doing a vanilla ad, let's do an event which will be for the betterment of the city. Like, for example, we suggested them, let's do Thane Vision 2030. And let's take ideas of Thanekars, that how do they see Thane in 2030. And it was a huge, successful event. And it was a win-win situation for both the person who partnered with us and as well as the people who participated with us. When a retail giant, he comes up and he says he wants to celebrate his 30th anniversary, then we throw an idea to him that can we have a sari walkathon? And that again receives an overwhelming response. When any retail and when any real estate client approaches us and he tells us that we want to launch our new project, what can we do? How can we have people at our site? Then we suggest them that if the event is happening in January and if Ratha Saptami is around the corner, can we have a Surya Namaskar event? And we do a huge Surya Namaskar event which eventually goes to India Book of Records. So I think a very subtle way of making marketing activities becomes more meaningful and more impactful. One or two which I would like to mention here because they are hot topics. Like one supermarket which recently approached me that they want to do some activity, they want to announce their sales, discounts, and they are the first supermarket of Thane. So then we suggested them, let's have a campaign called Ho Rickshaw, and in which the rickshawala who says yes to every passenger, we will give him grocery. So something innovative, something very interesting, which creates an emotional attachment with the brand. And lastly, one more initiative which we undertook was one of the hospital healthcare facility wanted to create iron efficiency movement in Thane. So we said, let's do something different. Let's have the actual khajurs attached to the paper. And let's distribute khajurs all over Thane and make an emotional appeal to every Thanekar that these 2 khajurs are for your consumption to improve your iron efficiency. But please remember to consume khajurs every day. That is how we are partnering with every brand. Some innovation, some creativity, some out of the box in which it helps the overall brand and us to grow together. So thank you once again for coming. It was lovely interacting with you all, and I am sure that this relationship will continue forever. And I'm so happy that many stalwarts are here. Pethe sir has come all the way from Mumbai. Thank you so much, a 116-year-old legacy brand who has entered Thane. He is one of our guests today. It was lovely interviewing him and doing a podcast with him. Then we have Mr. Markhedkar sir, and we have his both sons here, Vipul and Nakul. Vikran Engineering is with us. Last year, they got listed proud to have such a company in Thane. Again, welcome you all. And we have Mr. Kapil Pathare also with us. It's a household name, VIP Garments, we are all aware of. And it was such a proud moment to meet him because we have been seeing the ads on television. And again, he's a Thanekar. So, इतने बड़े-बड़े हस्तियाँ थाने में रहते हैं. I think because of Ekatva Edge, we got to know that. So, thank you Hiren Bhai for providing this opportunity. Thank you so much all once again for coming. Looking forward to meet you again. Thank you.
Next up, we would like to show you the audiovisual of Ekatva Group. We have been talking about Mr. Hiren Cheda. We have been talking about Ekatva Group. So let us first understand what Ekatva Group is all about. So we have an audiovisual that will tell us about the journey of this elite business group in Thane, Ekatva Group. Years back by Mr. Hansraj Cheda. And now that seed has transformed into a huge tree which blooms with nice and juicy fruits. And the man who has been watering this tree for many, many years is none other than Mr. Hiren Cheda, the chairman and managing director of Ekatva Group. I would like to request Mr. Hiren Cheda to come up on stage and express his thoughts.
I'm the last person on the world who would come prepared for something like this. I'm a little overwhelmed. Thank you, Nikhil and Milind sir, for bringing to light our vision or our thought. Because I'm born and brought up in Thane, and I love this city a little too much. So, and Thane Vaibhav, there is no better brand ambassador than Thane Vaibhav for any endeavor or any event or any activity which you want to do in which focuses exclusively on Thane. So when Nikhil told me about this thought, I jumped to the idea because we are a business family. My father came from Kutch and we have a history of more than 5 decades in the city. And whatever we are, it is because of this wonderful city, and you all have such similar stories. So which makes it really touching and really heartwarming. So here what we are for. I was talking to Nikhil and he was like, let's acknowledge the people who gave their ideas to Ekatva Edge. So we all are here to acknowledge and come together for one thing which is common between all of us. What is that one thing? I think it is the city where we all are working, have grown, have made a little name, maybe in our own way. So, as Nikhil was saying, so a business guy, an entrepreneur, a professional, a doctor, he does not get any voice anywhere. It's a newspaper, then it will give news. If it's a journal, it will talk about the things concerned to that industry or that profession. But if there is one thing which will encompass all the business guys, all the professionals and the things which they are doing, so Ekatva Edge was that initiative. And we have been a very small part in the whole Thane's business journey. My dad started as a retailer. Today, after dad, my uncle, who is dear friend of Nikhil also, through our certain initiatives, we have tried to up the game of the city a little bit. So two of our popular retail brands, I think a whole lot of you might know, Hastakala and Mango Stationery. They belong to our family. And so through that, dad diversified into real estate. And we were doing small redevelopment and all. And there was always this thought which I thought ki we are always underestimating, underplaying the potential this city has, because it has such educated people, such enterprising people. काहीतरी असं करूया की which will give exposure, a place where we can not necessarily compete, but at least treat or see ourselves at par with our richer, more brat neighbor, which is Bombay. Because everyone, when we talk about, even if you're traveling anywhere, if anyone asks, all of us tend to say ki kutuna ahat, we always say we are from Bombay. Still, I don't know why, and I always tell, whenever people tell me where am I from, मी माझी सवय आहे सर, मी नेहमी म्हणतो मी ठाण्याचा आहे. Thana, where is Thana? Well, it's a sister city of Mumbai, but it is as enterprising and it is growing at a much faster pace. And everyone is intrigued. अच्छा Thana, मतलब क्या है? मतलब what is it? And now it's a 2.2 million people city. And the pace at which it is growing, it is not as glamorous. It was not as glamorous as Mumbai, because tikde azun all the big money, old money, industries, stockbrokers, all the big guys are there. But slowly and surely we are getting there. Rakesh sir and his company, and lot of, I mean, I have been very proud. I was just saying that, Rakesh sir. So in my last 15 years of real estate development, so I can proudly say I gave Rakesh sir's first office was given by me in one of my first projects, actually, Odyssey. So today, across the different, around 10-12 commercial projects, we have at least 8 to 10 small or big listed companies of Thane are based in Ekatva projects. And in the next 10 years, I think at least 20 to 25 big to small companies are going to get listed in Thane, which is a proud moment for all of us. Rest, I am not a public speaker, म्हणजे मला थोडं public मध्ये बोलता थोडं कमीच जमतं. One-to-one, I think I can yap a lot more. Thank you once again, and I hope this initiative of Ekatva and Thane Vaibhav reaches that end, or that reaches, tries to help in that journey where we all meet, we network. I was just talking to Tejas also. So very interesting things which we have done across our projects. All these commercial buildings, a lot of them which we have done, they have become a community center in itself. People have exchanged ideas. People have exchanged not just visiting cards, but have started doing business internally. कारण लोकांना माहित नहीं है कि suppose there is a very good chartered accountant in my building, there is a very good labor consultant, there is someone who's doing some really good studio in our building. So all of this interconnectivity and helping each other from your own city, which is geographically close and which can help everyone grow, is happening. And we hope that this continues, and we are a small part in this journey of Thane, which will take the city to another level. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
And I slightly disagree with you, sir, who says you are not a good public speaker. You are an amazing public speaker, I would say. Next up, I would like to invite Mr. Milind Ballal, the editor of Thane Vaibhav, to express his thoughts.
Good morning, everybody. In fact, there's nothing left for me to speak. Nikhil perhaps has stolen my speech last night. And Hiren has given a blatant lie that he is not a speaker. In fact, I know Hiren for last many years, and I have seen him grow. And I'm really very proud of you. The way Thane is shaping up, and your contribution to this city is marvelous. Well, Friends, this is indeed a great moment for Thane Vaibhav, because for the last 50 years, we have been creating a space for this city which was perhaps lost in the shadows of Mumbai, the metropolis Mumbai. And Thane was losing its identity when my father started this newspaper way back in 1975. So, coming out of the shadow, or bringing the city out of the shadow, was the first, I would say, goal that we had set, for which we had to create our own readership, we had to create our own space, we had to undertake a lot of initiatives and endeavors, and fortunately, with God's grace, blessings of my father, and the strong support that the people of Thane have given. So this is a sense of gratitude that is always there with the family and will always be there. Friends, having seen this city for last almost 40 years, and that too as an active journalist for last 35 years, we have seen a remarkable change, I would say a drastic change, not only on the landscape of this city, but the overall social, the cultural, financial, everything has been changing at a rapid pace. So people may be saying that where is Thane and all those things. The same experience I had when in 1998 I first went to the USA. And on that particular day when I attended a Rotary meeting, this is a small example which supports your statement that Thane should not have an inferiority complex at all. So I was there in the Rotary meeting, and the then Prime Minister, Mr. Vajpayee, had done a great thing in the sense a historical thing, I would say. We had the nuclear test done on the same day. And the moment when they said that we have to introduce ourselves in the Rotary meetings, so I introduced myself that I am from India. So all heads looked at me, like, who is this fellow? As if I had done the nuclear test. So then after the meeting was over, then they one-to-one, we were speaking with each other, and then they asked me from where you are. But Hiren, let me tell you, 1998 also I said I am from Thane. So I had perhaps that confidence that Thane is going to grow up. And then I was speaking with somebody, and there was a kind of informal talk that, why the need of doing a nuclear test? You are such a country which believes in non-violence. The country produced Mahatma Gandhis, and you have Mother Teresa's and all those things. That kind of talk was going on. And I said, yeah, we know that we had Mahatma Gandhis, then we have Mother Teresa's. She was there then. But unfortunately, our neighbors don't know about it. At the moment I said neighbors don't know about it, as a Pakka Thanekar, I thought that I am at Timbinaka only. And the fellow with whom I was speaking, he said, I am from Islamabad. That gave me the first impression that when you are in global market, you need to be a little more clever. Of course, that confidence was there, and I think it is still growing up. Friends, I have seen the streets of Thane where the multinational companies like NoSil, Pfizer, and many, even Cadbury's for that matter, their buses taking the workers almost 24 hours. In 3 shifts they used to work. And the Castle Mill where I used to stay in Sri Rang Society. So I have seen the workers carrying the tiffin boxes in their hands. I have heard the sirens of the shifts also. And now the Thane has changed, drastically changed. But it is for a good that the Thane is changing. But remember that once upon a time, this city was, I won't say an industrial capital, but I can say that it was inching towards becoming an industrial hub in those days. And suddenly, there was a big, I would say, maybe recession, maybe some sort of trade unionism and all those things that Thane took a backseat. Eventually now Thane is again ahead. And I agree with Hiren as well as everybody that Thane is carving a place for itself. And there's nothing in Thane which we don't have, nothing that we don't have which Mumbai has. Perhaps Thane has much better things. When you enter Thane in the evenings, the traffic congestions and all those things remain behind. And Thane is a much better place. I think everybody will agree to it. Of course, there's a room for improvement as far as Thane is concerned. But all of us are trying for that. And perhaps with the MSMEs and all those things, the talk of the GDP's contribution and all those things that is always on. Even if we compare ourselves with China, which is almost contributing to 60% of the GDP, the MSME sector, whereas in Mumbai, in India, it is hardly 31.5%. So we are halfway mark. So 5 trillion economy and all those things, if we talk of, we are nearly halfway through, but there's a room. And perhaps the speed will be a little accelerated with the kind of development that is happening. And Mumbai has now no space. So Thane is going to be the next destination, which we have been talking on the residential lines. But even the BKCs or the South Bombays, the reclamation and all those things have been over now. So the MMR area, I think, is the new area where all the development is going to take place. The airport has already come in our area. So I think the future is very much there. So Thane is going to be the epicenter of this future. That is for sure. And all these people sitting in front of me and the wonderful audio that we saw, I think each one of them has tremendous potential. Already we have, I think, 10 listed companies in Thane. 10 listed companies, and Hirenbhai feels that almost 25 will come by the end of the year. So if that is the graph that we are seeing, then I think Thane has a tremendous future, and initiatives like what Ekatva is doing, what Thane Vaibhav is doing along with Ekatva, I think is going to be the need of the hour. We are going to create an interface. As he rightly mentioned, it is not only giving information, it is also bringing people together. I think it is more of a matter of connecting the dots, which we are more interested in. And I think that will make us more happy, because as journalists, I would say that printing of news is one thing, but the development of the nation, of your city, is more important. Each and every day, a day in, day out, you are not interested in what allegations are being made or what kind of corruption is happening and what kind of environmental disasters are taking place. We have to find solution to all these things. And I think with the kind of constructive journalism that Thane Vaibhav is doing, we needed an ecosystem which is now being provided by people like Ekatva and the 22 or 25 newsletters now. Most of them are now, I think, very confident that reaching out to the people digitally is one thing, but the credibility part, I don't criticize digital media because I'm from the old school of thoughts, but the print media is the answer for the long-term problems that we have been facing, the perennial problems that we have been facing. And down the line, we have to think whatever that we read. Normally what happens is digital, we consume a lot, but we don't reflect on that. But when we read something, we reflect on that. And I think that reflection leads to a lot of action, a lot of redesigning of things, rethinking. I think the thought process is more clear when it comes to the print media. And so that is the reason why Thane Vaibhav is putting all its efforts in coming out with these newsletters, and the kind of support that you all are giving. I think I'm really very grateful and thankful to all of you. I once again welcome all of you. In fact, one of my friends from the US, Mr. Kamath, he is very much here. Where are you? He is sitting here. Can you please rise? He's been in the USA for the last 40 years, but he's a Pakka Thanegar. So he's a good old friend of mine. I told him that, why don't you come and see what Thane is actually doing? Now, sir, you can tell Mr. Trump that there's a challenge in Thane also. So, friends, these kind of things are happening, and we look forward for a better and meaningful partnership with all of you. Thank you so much.
For tickling our funny bones once in a while. And why I say that, because today, 3rd of May is World Laughter Day as well. Thank you so much for doing that. All right then, so we'll start with the felicitation ceremony of Ekatva Business Excellence Award. And as Nikhil in his speech rightly pointed, that we have 3 special guests that we would like to honor, we would like to felicitate. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite Mr. Ashish Pethe, partner at Vaman Pethe Jewellers, first up for the felicitation. Though this man requires no introduction at all, but I would just like to say, when I was reading a book called Ikigai a few years back, I was really surprised to know that there's actually a place in Japan called Okinawa, where majority of the population is more than 100 years of age. In that book, the author talks about how you can live for more than 100 years, how you can complete a century. Let me tell that author, we don't care about the individuals, we care about the businesses that have been running for more than 100 years. Mr. Ashish Pethe is absolutely the gold standard, if I could say, of business longevity. Vaman Pethe Jewellers was started way back in 1909 by Mr. Pethe's grandfather, Vaman Pethe, and his brother, Ganesh Hari Pethe. And since then, 117 years have passed, and we are really grateful as Thanekars that finally Vaman Pethe chose Thane last year when they started their showroom in our very vicinity. So many of us are family businesses over here. So if you go through some of the research papers on family business, there's a very interesting statement made by a researcher. He says that the first generation builds it, the second generation maintains it, and the third generation, I'm sorry to say, he says, destroys it. But perhaps the researcher never knew what Vaman Pethe Jewellers was all about, because we have this third generation entrepreneur in Ashish Pethe, and now this Vaman Pethe Jewellers is running into its 5th generation. So on this note, I would like to take this opportunity once again to felicitate a gem of a person in Ashish Pethe. We would like Mr. Ashish Pethe to motivate us with his words of wisdom, with his golden words of wisdom, if I may say.
Good morning. And firstly, I am touched and thank you all, especially Thane Vaibhav and Ekatva Group for felicitating me as a representative of 5 generations of Vaman Pethe Jewellers. So I am not taking this as an individual, I am taking it as a group, as a family, because I know most of you here may be from a family business background. Working in a joint family is a very simple thing as well as a tough thing. So you have to keep balancing. And so thank you. I'm really touched, and I thank you all from behalf of Vaman Pethe Jewellers. And secondly, I wanted to congratulate you specially for celebrating businessmen, because that is most difficult and not done by people, because the moment we start celebrating business, entrepreneurship, the nation will grow ahead. So it's a great effort you are doing, and congratulations for that. And thank you for having me here. Thanks.
Thank you so much. I think I was so overwhelmed while introducing Mr. Pethe is I forgot to tell one of the most important things. The business was started in 1909, which is of course well before the independence. But let me tell you, when Vaman Hari Pethe and Ganesh Hari Pethe started Vaman Hari Pethe Jewellers, little would they know that after independence, when India becomes an independent country, government of Maharashtra would give Queen Elizabeth II Maharashtrian jewellery crafted by Vaman Hari Pethe Jewellers. Life comes a full circle, isn't it? Little did the Britishers know that what we were all about. Thank you. Thank you once again. Next, we have Vikran Engineering Group with us. Mr. Rakesh Markhedkar is present along with Markhedkar Sians, Vipul and Nakul. So at the age of 50, Mr. Rakesh Markhedkar decided to become a businessman after 34 years of corporate experience. And having started a business at the age of 50, many thought that this would be a foolish idea. But Mr. Markhedkar thought otherwise. Vikran Engineering, as Nikhil mentioned, last year became public. It went public. It was listed on the stock exchanges. And it has its presence in 22 states and 104 locations across India. And now it is running into its second generations with Markhedkar Sians, Vipul and Nakul alongside Mr. Rakesh Markhedkar. So this man started his business at the age of 50, when most of us think of retirement. But this man decided to do something else. And when I read about his journey, I'm reminded of Robert Frost and his lines. The American poet Robert Frost, he said that two woods diverged in a wood. Two woods diverged in a road. I took the one less traveled by. And here I would like to say I means Rakesh Markhedkar. Two roads diverged in a wood. Rakesh Markhedkar took the one less traveled by, and that is what made all the difference. Thank you, sir. Once again, a huge round of applause for one of Thane's listed companies that is shining bright on Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange.
So, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ballad Saab family, and my very good friend who is standing with me today. So, I just wanted to tell you, when I started this company 10 years back, so I was just thinking what to do, and we approached him. He was kind enough to provide one small office in ODC IT Park, and that, sir, Vastu itka powerful hai त्याचा, कि from that, the 5 persons today, we are 1,200 in 22 states in the country, presence with 104 locations. So we are enjoying with him and his the company all the time. Very शब्द कम पड़ जाएंगे यहाँ बताने के लिए, but we really, it is a fantastic. I am proud Thanekar. Now I always say that. And today, last year we got listed, and all credit goes to not the entire Vikran family, along with my both sons who has really started driving from the front now. So thanks Nakul Vipul, and this credit and this goes to them. So today, just one more minute, sir, with your permission, with everyone. See, we are in the engineering, procurement, construction, EPC. We one by one we started with the power, substation, transmission line, then venture into the railways, metros, the water, and the solar, and unexecuted order book more than 5,500 crore today. And I'm very happy to say this Thanekar with this premises what we are today. And this week we are quoting about the biggest 10,000 crore single projects. Just for your information, and just, it was so proud feeling to be here. Thank you, sir, though I'm meeting you first time. But you are I'm hearing a lot about you from my friend and my Mr. Rajiv Khandekar, my Vyahi. So Nikhil, I am talking but I could not make it in person. So definitely I will be in touch with. Thank you very much, Hiren Bhai. Thank you very much. Pleasure. So nice.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes.
Next, we have Mr. Kapil Pathare. Again, another individual who needs absolutely no introduction, but I have the protocol of introducing him, and I have the honor of introducing the Deputy Managing Director of VIP Clothing, Mr. Kapil Pathare. So it is often said that your talent determines what you do. Your motivation determines how much you do. But your attitude, in the end, determines how well you do. So this is a man with a tremendous attitude, revolutionized Indian apparel industry over the years. He joined the board of VIP Clothing at a very young age, at the age of just 21, and over the last 2 decades has redefined the company's growth strategy and expanded its legacy beyond traditional markets. But one of the things that I absolutely, as a cricket lover and a cricket player myself, have loved about Mr. Kapil Pathare is that he has written 3 books linking corporate and cricket. So he has published books by the name of Cricket to Corporate, A Tall Order, and Maiden Innings, wherein he has combined his love for cricket and corporate. And not just this, my dear friends, reserve your applause. Not just this, he has won the Best Emerging Author Award in the sports category, and the award was presented to him by none other than the Australian fast bowling legend, Brett Lee.
Superb.
This is Mr. Kapil Pathare for us.
This was not prepared for, but a Thanekar, obviously, and a proud Thanekar, I would say. The company VIP Innerwear, born in 1971 by my late father. ते मूळ कोल्हापूरचे आणि त्यानंतर he was working in first from MSAB subcontracts and all. From there he met with an accident and when in hospital the story cuts to how the VIP Innerwear brand was born. म्हणजे खरं म्हटलं तर एक बाळ हॉस्पिटलमध्येच बॉर्न होतो आपण हे बघतोय ऐकतोय पण एक ब्रँड पण हॉस्पिटलमध्ये बॉर्न होतो हे नुकताच आम्हाला फॅमिलीमध्ये असं ऐकायला मिळालं. आवर फॅक्टरी इन तमिळनाडू कोइंबतूर एक 22 एकर आहे. साधारणपणे 1500 महिला त्या फॅक्टरीत काम करतात. वी हॅव पीपल फ्रॉम वेरियस स्टेट्स म्हणजे झारखंड, ओडिसा, केरला, आंध्रा या सर्व स्टेट्समधनं महिला तिकडे येतात. आमच्याकडे फॅक्टरीमध्ये डॉर्मेटरी फॅसिलिटीज, स्टे फॅसिलिटीज, स्टाफ क्वार्टर्स एवढंच नाही तर प्रत्येक स्टेटमधनं आलेले कर्मचारी त्यांच्यासाठी जेवण पण त्यांच्या सोयीनुसार व्हायला पाहिजे. तर आंध्रासाठी आंध्रा फूड, केरलासाठी केरला फूड, ओडिसासाठी ओडिसा फूड हे सगळं पाहायला लागतं त्या जेणेकरून कंप्लीट एक सेटअप तयार होतो. आणि येस म्हणजे इतके वर्ष 71 पासून जन्मलेला हा ब्रँड. आय एम लीडिंग द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन नाव. आणि सर्व I mean I would say thanks to the millions of customers behind making us always on the toes. आणि आज एकत्व ग्रुप आणि ठाणे वैभव यांनी जो दिलेला सन्मान, आय थिंक ॲज अ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स दिस ऑलवेज कीप्स बोस्टिंग अस. एक गोष्ट ह्या ठिकाणी मला सांगायची वाटते की या अख्ख्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये स्पेशली आमचं जे होजरी इंडस्ट्री आहे, आय ऑलवेज फील दॅट वी आर द ओनली वन ग्रुप हू आर द प्राऊड महाराष्ट्रीयन्स आणि वी फील प्राऊड अबाउट इट. म्हणजे बिईंग अ मराठी आणि लीडिंग फ्रॉम ठाणे त्याचा अभिमान आजही वाटतोय. पासपोर्ट आणि आधार कार्डवरती ठाण्याचा ॲड्रेस आलेला आहे. आय डोंट माइंड सेईंग दिस. व्हेरी सून विजिटिंग कार्डवरती सुद्धा ठाण्याचा ॲड्रेस येणार आहे. बिकॉज वी आर नाव बेस्ड इन मुंबई. आमचं कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस अंधेरीला आहे. व्हेरी सून इट विल बी इन ठाणे. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. थँक्यू सो मच.
Mr. Kapil Pathare. Moving on, we would like to felicitate the chartered accountants whom we featured in Ekatva Edge. So first up, we'd like to start with CA Tejas Parekh. So let us have a huge round of applause for CA Tejas Parekh. So it is often said that a wise man should have at least 3 good friends. I would rather say 3 best friends. One is a doctor. Second, I would say a lawyer. And third, of course, is a chartered accountant. So CA Tejas Parekh, he specializes in business restructuring, due diligence, project finance. These are his key areas of focus. And his article on impact of GST on India's real estate sector, which was published in the June 2025 issue of Ekatva Edge, garnered tremendous response from our readers. This is CA Tejas Parekh for us.
Thank you.
To add to this balance sheet, I would like to invite CA Mangesh Kinare. CA Mangesh Kinare, he has indeed made our Thane city proud by getting elected as the Vice President of ICAI, which stands for Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Wow. CA Mangesh Kinare is the Vice President of ICAI and arguably the one and only Thanekar to get NICAM Solutions. For felicitation, Mr. Rajan Raje. Let us have a huge round of applause for Mr. Raje. So with a career built on curiosity, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to innovation, Rajan Raje has shaped an extraordinary entrepreneurial journey in India's specialty chemicals sector. Today he stands as a visionary force behind NICAM Solutions, one of the fastest growing MSMEs dedicated to creating niche and eco-friendly chemical formulations. This is Mr. Rajan Raje for all of us. Vikram Bhate, his key the year 2017. It has its branches in Jaipur, Delhi, obviously apart from Thane. And apart from SME Nivas, he has also written a book called Not My Fault. So he's a businessman plus an author. Nice to have you, Mr. Saurabh Bhatt. Then we move on to Phenom Coaching. Govind Kale, I beg your pardon. CA Kaustup Kale could not be available. That is why his father, Mr. Govind Kale, is with us to accept his felicitation. So Kaustup Kale is not only a chartered accountant but also has a certification in CFA. He has worked in the past with Motilal Oswal, KPMG, and riding on his the husband-wife duo, Tamanna and Rushabh Jain from D-Fru Clothing. I like the name, D-Fru. D-Fru means different you. Different for you. So this is a clothing brand for little ones. Rushabh Jain is with us. The couple has one kid, but then they call that the business is their second child because the idea of that business came from the first child, the clothing of little ones. The child used to complain that I get to wear itchy clothes, so that's why this couple decided that why not us make good clothes and comfortable clothes for the kids, Tamanna and Rushabh Jain. Next we have Sujay Kulkarni from Ashida Electronics. Sanjay Bobde from Mukta Wellness. In this world where we are constantly surrounded by stress, I feel wellness should be our companion. And if people like you and me are stressful, we know where to go. Mukta Wellness is your answer. They strive to blend naturopathy and Ayurveda. Kiran Jhende. He is a brand storyteller, partner at Yajna Associates, and he is looked after business networking articles in Ekatva Edge. Priyanka Nikharge, do we have you? Makarand Parange and Sandeep Prabhu. Makarand Parange and Sandeep Prabhu. So Makarand Parange and Sandeep Prabhu are from Sakar Architects, which was founded in the year 1991 by this duo. Both are alumnus of the prestigious JJ School of Arts. Sakar has contributed to more than 500 projects, including residential complexes, commercial hubs, educational institutions, townships, administrative buildings, and IT parks. They have also worked with prominent authorities like the Thane Municipal Corporation, MHADA, and PWD Kasturi Vardhan. So Mr. Kasturi Vardhan in 1985, at just 22 years of age, joined his father's company, J. Mangson and Co., a company which is dedicated to the manufacture Marine Services and Euro Sachin Patil. Do we have you, Mr. Sachin Patil? and Prajakta Chiprunkar from Omkar Integrated Automation Solutions Private Limited. We often hear behind every successful man there is a woman, behind every successful woman there is a man, but we'll find out that who all right. Finally, we have Shilpa Shetty with us. I don't understand what is this between Shetty and hotels, but Shilpa Shetty has been carrying her family legacy forward. She has been the woman behind Tamarind Restaurant, which you would have visited at Satkar Grand. So if you're looking for any pure dining experience tailored for families, corporate lunches, get-togethers, you know where to head. Tamarind Restaurant, which is completely looked after by Shilpa Shetty. Thank you, Shilpa. Akshay Shetty, do we have you? As I said earlier, I don't know what is this between Shetties and hotels. Another Shetty in the house, Akshay Shetty. So recently, I read a news that the double-decker buses have hit the roads in Thane. But Akshay Shetty, he's the man behind Double Deck, which provides double happiness to our taste palates in the form of Double Deck. It's a multi-cuisine restaurant started in the year 2019. And he's the man behind Double Deck and hails from a family that boasts of a 65-year-old legacy in the hospitality industry. a legacy of 65 years in the hospitality industry. Akshay Shetty for us. Ayush Agarwal, do we have you? Ayush Agarwal from Agarwal Infra Steel. All right, I think last but not least, Swati Joshi and Narendra Joshi, the directors at Moneyballism Financial Services. I am in complete awe of this name, Moneyballism. I've loved it. Swati Joshi and Narendra Joshi, the directors at Moneyballism Financial Services. This is our last felicitation, so may I request all of you to have a huge round of applause for these guys, and also a huge round of applause to all of you for waiting patiently, acknowledging each and every of your colleague. And as promised, we'll be having a group photo at the end with all of you with the trophies. I think we have a CA Omkar Gadgil. He has joined us. CA Omkar Gadgil. All right then, as soon as you are here, please do let us know. Anybody we have forgotten to felicitate? Anybody? All right. Thank you so much for being there patiently. I would like to request Ritvik Chheda to express his thoughts and render the vote of thanks.
Thank you once again to all of you for making it on this Sunday morning, giving your time and being part of this. Thank you to Milind sir, Nikhil sir, Hiren bhai of course for starting this initiative. As a second generation that has joined the business and also having studied abroad, one thing that I can say is, जैसे हिरेन भाई ने पहले बोला था कि the general tendency that all of us probably have always had to introduce ourselves is, I'm from Bombay, and then somebody asks, oh, where in Bombay from? We shy a little and then say, oh, I'm actually from Thane. However, I think after having been part of the business for the last 3 years and having seen Thane over the last 5, 7, 8 years, I think we are at the start of something wonderful with this city. I classically put it as an example that this is probably the time where instead of being a small fish in a big pond, all of us get to be the big fish in this small pond that is just going to get larger from here. So thank you once again, all of you, for being part of Ekatva Edge, for giving your stories to Ekatva Edge, for making Thane better, wonderful, and bringing in more commerce and more industry and creating jobs here. And I look forward to seeing how this city shapes and all of our businesses shape in the next 1-2 decades in this city. So thank you so much once again for giving your time. Thank you.
To say a few words about Ekatva Edge, or probably how was it being a part of the newsletter, or anything that you would like to tell us how we can make Thane better together. Any of you?
Yeah, please, sir.
First is always difficult. A huge round of applause for you. After him, I think a few hands will be raised, definitely.
Thank you very much, and sorry I took the hand first. But I would like to thank really Mr. Milind and Nikhil for giving us this opportunity. We are fairly a new startup dwelling into health and tradition. So our brand name is Tetra, you would have known. As she said, Te means determined and Tra means protect. We are determined to protect. We are trying to bring all indigenous pure products into the system, which we have forgotten for the last 20-25 years. I think it was a 2 minutes meeting with Milind somewhere in one of the places, and he thought we would be apt to be featured in this Ekatva Edge. I don't know how he guessed that, but it really gives immense pleasure for all of us to be here. And I would like to say one more thing. So our logo is T. So T means always we thought trust and tradition, but we couldn't understand that it means Thane also. So I think thank you very much for everything. I'm very nervous now to speak, right? But
also means Thane Vaibhav.
Huh? Thane Vaibhav is, I think that's the start for us, right? I think this start given by Thane Vaibhav, we would be indebted to this, and I think we will carry a long relationship, and in growing Thane, in growing India, and in growing Thane Vaibhav, and all gets credited to us also. Thank you very much for this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think we have CA Omkar Gadgil with us now. CA Omkar Gadgil, we would like to felicitate you. Once again, I would request all the patient audience to have a round of applause for CA Omkar.
Thank you so much. In fact, I wanted to be the first one, but my friend took the first chance. Thank you very much. I am DP Tripathi, proprietor and chairman managing director of Gayatri AI Bioresonance. Gayatri AI Bioresonance, maybe next year I will be here for sure, because this is the first of its kind function I am attending here. Thane Vaibhav, everybody knows, but Ekatva Edge, I think many of knew today. So I am sure that I am going to give the advertisement of my company, which is very, very unique, to Thane Vaibhav, to Ekatva Edge, and also to Thane Global, because my aspiration is to become Gayatri AI to be a global company. We have frequency therapy devices from the world best originators, and frequency therapy unfortunately is not known very well to Indians. It is running in more than 50 countries. And this frequency therapy, we have Metatron device, which does the diagnosis of the entire body, tells the frequency of each DNA of each organ of the body without any invasion. No blood sample, nothing. It is totally on the frequency which Metatron decides and tells. No other device in the world can tell what is going to happen to a particular body after 20 years, 30 years. Metatron is a proven, clinically tested device done in, actually it is invented in Siberia, but Russia being a country of, I don't want to say the word, so the originator has shifted the whole establishment to Japan. I have got the exclusive right for India for Metatrons, and this is a device which is the future of health. Another device which I have got is Key Coil, QI coil we call, which is from America. And QI coil also is frequency therapy. It creates a positive frequency field, pulse electromagnetic field of positive frequencies which are there in our body. And whenever we fall ill, believe the illness is disturbance of the frequency of that organ. It could happen because of genetic, it could happen because of your lifestyle, because of your eating habits, because of the climate. So when the frequency gets disturbed, you fall ill. You can treat to bring back the frequency and healthy life by taking medicines of allopathic, Ayurvedic, Unani, homeopathic, by doing meditation, by doing Reiki. That many devices are there. Frequency therapy is developed based on the chakras, based on the prana, which is which we all Indians know. And this technology developed by Dr. Vladimir Nastrov in Siberia 35 years ago. And this is prospering very, very well. And you will see ad of my company very soon in Thane Vaibhav, Ekatva and Thane Global. And read it. Any problem, any clarification, kindly contact me directly to tell you more about this. Thank you so much.
Friends, DP Tripathi is one of the most popular Rotarians of Thane, and popular because he is the biggest donor of Rotary in Thane. He is the biggest donor of Rotary.
I would request all of you to please come up onto the stage with your trophies. We would like to have a group photo with all of you. Once again, a big thank you for waiting till the end, waiting patiently for each and every felicitation. Thank you so much.